All right. What up? What's up, everyone? We're here a little bit late. We were, if you notice, Tim's driving. Jimmy down here, he's going to grab something, and Eric is on a frame rate. We haven't. He's talking, but he's talking and pausing. How about that? Talking and pausing.
My video is straight. Like, yeah, we're waiting for the pixels to load. as
He's on that old 28.8 dial up right now.
You can hear the AOL in the background. That ding. Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. Crazy. We are having a little weather here. Maybe that's something to do with it.
Oh, you think?
Maybe. Can't swear to it. So.
Huh.
HD. All right. It's HD now. It's crazy.
Hold on, let's see.
Oh, wow, man. I can see you guys.
Diane in the house. I don't know if anybody else.
It's giving me a headache.
Let's see. I've got some of them blue light glasses myself now.
Well, I went because my prescription was that way out, and so I went and got glasses. And I was like, "Can I get a pair that's just the bifocal, like that strength, for my desk?" I'm glad I asked because it's pretty amazing. I can see it.
Yep, no show and tell for me today. It'd take 3 days to hold something up. I haven't bought anything, honestly.
Me neither. I ain't got nothing cool to show.
The last thing I bought, I don't know that you guys saw it. I got 2 tubs of 5 Nights with Freddy's figures.
2 what?
Look at this guy. Yeah, like the articulated 5-inch figures.
Yeah.
There's a couple in there that are pretty good. So I put them all in one big lot, trying to make money. Like just, hey, one money, take it all. And I keep getting messages for like 3 or 4 different figures. And so they send me like 500 offers of.
So you might have something valuable in that lot.
There definitely is. When I looked up, there's a couple that are probably $80-$100.
Really?
Yeah. So
originally, you got it on buy it now or auction?
Buy it now. I started to run auction, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it for a week, buy it now, and then see what happens. But I've got the price high right now. Let me see. I think I can pull up my listing and show it to you that way because obviously I can't hold anything up. I mean, I can, but
we'll have to wait 5 minutes before we see it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it freezes when you do.
It'd be on delay, and then it'd disappear instantly. Let me see if I can find it in here.
Yeah, I still got all my stuff still in the car. I didn't unload it yesterday. Everything I bought while I was out away.
I sold a couple lots of the smaller figures on Commons last week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. All right, let's see. So when I show you this, keep in mind I was running a sale. So that's why I priced it accordingly. Let's see.
Oh, there's a ton of them in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I don't know if I can hold on. I'll put it full on. And then I'll take you. Like, there is a couple in here that are worth pretty good. If you guys, all right, where's this window? Maybe that's why my.
I don't know if I'm gonna like these glasses. Yeah, that is one's got
The Surprise. There it is. Okay. What did that do? Did I make it bigger? Nope. Yeah, so this guy right here,
Foxy.
this white one with the purple face,
Yeah.
I've got it's called Loblet, something like that. He's worth decent money. I'm missing the bottom half of his leg right there. But, and then this one right here, this clown that's like half robot. Yeah, that one's worth pretty good money.
This one right here, the black one with the white face, that one's decent too. Right? Do you have all his legs?
Yeah, I've actually got 2 extra legs.
He's pretty good too.
And this thing over here that has like the claw thing to it,
Yeah.
I've not seen anybody have that much of that person.
That's cool.
And they're still pretty decent. And like I've got all kinds of stuff that I'm not real sure if all this even goes to these figures, but it was in the tote with them, like
Yeah.
phones and banjos and guitars and wrenches and all kinds of crazy knives. So I'm not sure about all that.
Well, that's a good lot.
Yeah, so I've got it listed at $4.99, and I was running like 40% off at the time. So I was still like right around $300. 62 views in the last 24 hours. So we'll see. Ooh, quarterly shipping coupon.
Yeah, I think I used mine. I guess I'll check.
Always good to check. Yeah, so I got 2 totes of figures for like $30. So my next thing, I'll probably split all these up and just sell off the really good ones, and then put the rest of them cheaper. Yeah, that person right there is like a baby doll transformed or something, like that metallic looking one. A lot of them I haven't even looked up, to be honest, because at first honestly, the first listing I put up, I just threw them all on the table. I was like, they were still in pieces, a lot of them. And then the next listing I did, I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and separate these guys out, try to put as many of them together as I can. Quite a few of them are complete. Yeah, this one right here, that clown, I've had people offer me like, or try to buy that one separately and buy that loblet, whatever the proper name is. Trying to see if I had a picture of that one separate. I don't think I do. But even like somebody had one of these mini ones that were decent that someone's asked me about. I'm trying to see which one it is. Oh yeah, it's this one right here with the open face.
I didn't use it. Man, I'm glad I'm using it. Thanks for the reminder.
I wonder if I've used mine. I think I have. I thought I was out of boxes one day. Dude, my printer crapped out on me. I've cleaned it. I've reset it. I've restarted it. It's like blanking out a portion of the label. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I used mine. I usually try to use mine early. I thought I'd done that. Still froze up.
There you go. Crappy tape on the way. What's going on, Keith? What's going on, Wes? Kelly? I picked up a big lot of games with D&D and BattleTech figures. Listed a lot of BattleTech yesterday for 500. The Watchers and offer start immediately. So I'm going to list a couple things. Ooh, semi-annual. Ooh, this is today at 9? What? It already started. Right here on my town. What? I don't have to go. Oh, wait, no. No, Thursday, not Tuesday, Thursday. I know. Oof. Son of a mother. I bet you that's down in here. No.
Sorry, I had a phone call coming in. Whoo! Getting Christmas stuff listed. I've got a Christmas item behind this door right here. And I've had it for like 3 years. And I haven't done anything with it. Jimmy, what are you digging through?
These toys, I dug through them a while ago.
Are those battle beasts?
No, I don't know what these little robots are.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah, that looks.
I don't know the marking. I could probably see the marking now. I got new glasses.
Huh?
You guys make that out? I went through them a while back. I got a ton of them. They're like little robots, like this guy right here.
I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I got a ton of them too. Like,
if you have anything from the brand Mr. Christmas related, let me know. I do.
I do too. Yeah.
I do.
I got a giant set.
I've got
a
bunch of. I've got 3 or 4 different things. Lots. Look at this. This is kind of cool. This. Oh, look at this. Coca-Cola Santa,
Oh, that's cool.
1996. This is the panel. Okay, this is the panel, like the, and it's not cut. Look,
For like what? Like a
for a vending machine.
for a vending machine, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see the back.
I'll go grab the Mr. Christmas I have. It's a bigger like set. I don't remember exactly what it is. I don't know if it's an ice skating set or something like that. I'm not 100% sure.
I've got. Let's see.
Okay.
I think I've got the ice skating set. And what's up, Colby? Let's see. Let me look.
I lied. It's not ice skating at all. It's Christmas in Bethlehem. Right here. This set right there. 1997. I don't know if it works or if it's all in there. I don't know.
Right. Oh.
I remember.
I have holiday skaters and walk in the park. What is that you just showed, Jimmy?
Christmas in Bethlehem.
Christmas in Bethlehem. Okay, so we got Christmas in Bethlehem, holiday skaters, walk in the park, and then I have the Santa ski slope.
Illuminating 24 inches wide. I don't know if I've seen those. I picked up a lot of gargoyles. The gargoyles action figures.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Mike, we basically, a lot of the stuff we went halfers, split and whatever. So I ended up with all the gargoyles, which I'm very in my collection.
Question, Jimmy.
Yeah.
On gargoyles. Okay. Question on gargoyles.
I don't know a lot about gargoyles.
Was the Nintendo Game Boy game Gargoyles part of that like franchise, or was that just a
the Game Boy game Gargoyles?
It was called Gargoyles Quest. Bro, let me tell you something.
You have it right there, or what?
I played it when I was a kid.
Gargoyles Quest?
Gargoyles Quest for the Game Boy. One of the hardest games, dude. This was back in the day where there was no
Probably
save.
not.
Okay.
Because that's a little bit too old, I think. Maybe.
See it?
Right now.
But dude, that game was so hard, dude.
I don't think so. It doesn't look like. No, I would say no.
No. Okay.
Yeah, so now I cleared off a shelf. Now I gotta put them on there. I gotta still get them out of the car, though.
Nice.
And then I have a bazillion Power Rangers. Power Rangers everywhere.
Disabled reseller part-time. Yes, Eric has dropped his frames per second are not even frames per second. I think he's at frames per minute now.
It's bad. I don't know what it is either.
Hate that. I took a picture of something. I went to listen. I was like, there's a part missing in the picture. I could tell, and then I found it. So I got to go repicture it.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy.
Oh.
Did I tell you the other day? I was watching something about the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe I had. Remember I was telling you about?
Yep.
I didn't know what he came with.
You still have what he came with?
No. Because I remember giving it away in my free toy box.
Oh,
What do you remember what he came with?
I don't.
What animal he came with?
Snake Eyes?
Yeah, the all black Snake Eyes.
He came with an animal? I don't
Yeah,
know.
he came with like a wolf, like a gray wolf. And I was so mad because I saw that I saw a video like about it, and I was like, wait a minute, he came with a gray. Oh, I had that gray
I
wolf.
see it now. Man, no, I don't think I have him. I have some animals, but I don't think I have that wolf.
Just
So
gave it away to some kid. I don't even want to know
these
him.
are Micro Machine Z-Bots.
Micro Machine Z-Bots. What year is that from?
93 is what they're listed on eBay. This one's from 1993 right here.
Okay, then that makes sense. Then.
I'm keeping these. They look too good on a shelf to get rid of.
Yeah, that's a little. So that was probably because we had a bunch of the Micro Machines. So that was probably just a series years later. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because I'm like, man, if that's Micro Machines, yes, Colby. That's what I'm talking about. That gray wolf. Unbeknownst to me, I had it. I had two figures, and I probably had two of those wolves. And I didn't know what they went to, and I put them in my free toy box that kids just pick stuff out of.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dad, look, I got this cool wolf. All right, great, yeah.
Yeah, the wolf sells for like $40. So
Stop! Oh my God, dude, Michael, come on. Yes,
dude, I tell you the crazy thing, they repopped it, and that accessory set is still like $75
oh yeah,
if you have a wolf with it.
yeah, white or off white. Yeah, it was like a little white grayish. Yeah. Can reenact how you fell out the back door. Yeah. So basically, I was going out here to let the dogs out,
Who let the dog? Oh, sorry.
and I stepped right here, and I missed the whole dang step. Fell down straight on my back, just right here.
No video footage, huh? You don't have a Ring camera or something out there, right?
Out elbows. This was 4:00 in the morning. No lights on. No lights on. Didn't know. All I know is I was on the ground hurting. I fell forward, thinking like I was gonna be like on the base, like on the ground level. No, I'm still on the stairs. Fell forward, face plant on the with my knees. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, see, I had two of those wolves. Yeah.
I'm zooming in. Did you see it?
Yeah. I had two. I had two of those. Yep. Free pile.
115 if you had the card and all that.
I had Snake Eyes, and they were both straight arm, like the OG ones.
Yeah, that's what this one is. 85.
Yeah. With the wolf.
Hey, I had all that stuff. We blew all that stuff up as a kid, man. My Snake Eyes was like, yeah. We strapped things to bottle rockets and stuff. Like, break out the Roman candle, be shooting the cannon at each other.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. I wonder what in the world is going on with this camera action. This is crazy.
And look at that. I open the door. The dogs go outside. What do they start doing? Bark.
Come back in.
Hey! Get here.
We're in trouble now.
Oh. Here's the problem. I have a hill So Gizmo's all the way up at the top of the hill. That means if I want to get him inside, I've got to go to the top of the hill.
Well, don't fall. Sorry. I had to say it. Don't fall when you do that.
I know.
All right. These guys are fun. They're not worth a lot, so I'll keep them.
Well, I don't want to hear his barking. He can stay outside today. There you go, Gizmo. Stay outside. I gotta go change. I'm already hot.
What the heck, man? I wonder if it's just this component here. Because I have a Mac Mini, I have my stuff plugged into this strip. I wonder if it's this strip that's causing a problem. Let me try to switch something around here.
Johnny Cage. Let's see if I got Johnny Cage's sword.
What? Look at that. This Friday, I'm testing for my 2nd degree black belt and then tournament on Sunday. That's awesome.
Man. I remember way back in the day on, what was that, E-Common Bond, where Anthony would always introduce Kelly. Oh, shoot, that was good.
All
Nope.
right, Eric's back.
It didn't work.
Nope.
I'm partially back.
Ray, what's up, Ray?
Triple R Collections. What's going on? We gotta do something with this stuff over here. Got patches. I got. I'm trying to clean off this table right here because it's got so much stuff on it. Does anybody else have just a table of stuff?
What?
Do you have like a table of just stuff?
Do you have only one table of stuff?
I have a table and a workbench.
Of
Just
stuff.
overflowing. It's the problem that I like having this time of year, though. That way, during the holidays, I can just stay home and list.
Yeah.
Hey, Mary McLean, thanks for being here. Looks like a new name.
Mary McLean. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here with my stuff.
Does your Oh no, you're on the Mac Mini. Never mind.
Yeah.
Joe Deals. What's going on, Joe Deals?
It does say I need a software update. I wonder if that's what's going on. Which is kind of weird because I have my thing set to auto update.
That's my son.
Hey, let me just say, weird stuff is just going on.
Weird stuff is normal now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cernochsconnection. I have a basement full of stuff too. Yeah. That's why I'm not down there tonight or today right now because there's so much stuff.
Yeah, Mary was one of the organizers for the East Tennessee meetup.
I
Big
gotcha.
shout out to her. They did a great job, and it's definitely a lot of fun.
I'm wondering if I could put a shelving unit right here on my setup.
What do you know about that guy? With his e-com and or Kelly the e-com mom nunchucks.
Fire!
Yeah, and now I got a death pile in my car. I gotta go unload my car.
I
Could go bring that box of clothes. I mean, there's nothing. I don't think there's a couple. I think really, actually the best pieces on there are kids' clothes.
man, isn't that
That
the
Hulk Hogan shirt that I found. Come on. But let me ask you, professional seller there, Cernoch.
I'm not a professional seller, but thank you.
Clothes seller. Let me show you this shirt. Did you see the Hulk Hogan shirt that I put on Instagram?
When earlier?
Yeah, a couple days ago.
I might have missed it. I've been.
All right, so here's the shirt. It's a youth size.
I did see that. Yeah.
Jeez.
My question on this is, I don't understand. I know why, because it was near Bristol and they were at a NASCAR race, but it's signed by, I think, Kyle Petty on the back.
Yeah.
What kind of effect does that have on that shirt?
Okay. So, and I already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you have a COA for that?
No, the COA is that I bought it by Bristol.
Oh, yeah.
And I pulled it from a tub with.
So what would that signature thus be on that shirt then?
What do you mean?
Hold on. Let me get something.
I think it was definitely a NASCAR driver. I think it was Kyle Petty. I got to go look.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but whenever you have a signature on a hat, you have a signature on a shirt or anything like that, and you don't have a COA, what is that then?
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Basically,
but it's not even it's Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
It's not even it's not even a NASCAR or anything. It's Hulk Hogan.
You're already there. You're already there. You're just not saying it.
It's
basically a stain on your shirt.
It's a stain.
That signature is a stain on the shirt.
And I'm not getting it out because it's a Sharpie.
Yeah. So you could get it out.
How could I get it out?
Huh?
How could I get it out?
Ooh, he's holding it.
I got you, Keith. I didn't quite understand where he was going. I got my brain totally sidetracked. Now I got you. I disagree. Like I think you can authenticate a signature.
It only took me 3 minutes to get this thing held up.
Ammodex, yeah.
Ammodex? I'm gonna have like a one spot that's super clean though if I do that.
I'm just saying that's how you have to look at it. So it's like you got two things go. Like, yes, it's Hulk Hogan. It's an awesome shirt, but you got two things going against it. It's a kid size, and it has a state, and it has a.
I don't think kid size is hurting it that much.
I mean, you could obviously. Honestly, you know what you could do? You could just frame that sucker.
Is it on the back?
Yeah, the autograph's on the back.
That's not bad then.
Yeah, it's like on the back shoulder, like back there. Like you could tell he was at a race, and literally Petty walked up and signed it right on his back.
Yeah.
You could tell that's how it was done.
Yeah.
I think that's his name, right? Is that his name? I think that's who the racer. There was multiple racing autographs in that basement, and Mike pulled out a jacket, an Earnhardt jacket, and it's got Dale Earnhardt. It's got Chocolate, which was, I guess, his tire guy or fuel guy or something like that on there. And then it's got the Childress guy, the owner of the racing team.
Yeah.
Childress. All three autographs on that dang jacket. But, again, no COA. But I mean, it's real. I mean, it is.
What do you think the value on that Hulk Hogan shirt is?
I had it at around $100.
Yeah.
Now I do agree. If it was an adult shirt, it'd probably be closer to like maybe $200-300. I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that in that aspect, it does hurt them. You're right.
Richard Childress, that's the name. Thank you, Mary. Yes.
Yeah. So like he pulled that out of there, and I was like, holy, like, and it, like you can just tell it's not like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just the thing.
White out. It's a good idea. I'm just gonna sell it like that. I might have a local guy.
Yeah, right. Oh, what is that?
The Dark Hive. I can't do normal scenery, so we just do nothing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The Dark Hive.
There was some pretty good kid. I think that's the only thing that I would say is a bummer. But kids' clothes are hot right now. Right now they are. There's the best shirts in there were probably kids' clothes. And someone asked about the Iowa shirt. That one, the tag was missing, so I can get you the measurements. I put the measurements in the pictures.
Yeah, LaDonna, I've been stuck all day. The only thing I have is audio. I started to just put a little picture over my camera.
He was trying to Eric was trying to fix his webcam because he said it was a little dusty, so he was like spraying Windex into his webcam. So I think it might have shorted it out.
Slowed it down.
Let me see.
Yeah, I've been stuck since the beginning, like super slow. I had to hold the Amedex up for like 3 minutes to get it to come up.
Pit to pit on that Iowa is 23, and then the length is 27.5.
That's an XL, bro.
Yeah, that's what I listed as. Oh, I listed it as a large. Should I change it to
23 pit to pit?
I don't know. I
That's
don't know. Again, that's why I called you the expert and not me.
Yeah, 23 pit to pit is like that's a good extra large, like what I wear.
Vintage extra large for sure.
Yeah.
Then I'll put it as XL. Oh, it's locked because I sent offers, so never mind. That's fine.
But
I said to see the measurements.
But Jimmy, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Large, extra large. You still got the measurements in there. So
yeah, the measurements are because depending on the era of shirt, like the tag really doesn't mean anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't know about that, go to Ross. They have the young men's section, which isn't true sizing.
Right.
Oh yeah, I mean
Eric's always saying about that.
Being a bigger guy.
I went in one time. I weren't paying attention to the young men's size. Dude, I bought like a 2X in there, right? I got that thing home. What is this, 2X kids?
Yeah, cotton. If it's a blend, that helps the stretchiness of it too.
Yeah.
I mean, even today, like, there's brands of shirts, man. Some of them, I'm like, I know I am not no 6X, but why do I got to wear 6X in this brand?
Right. I mean, that's the stuff that's so crazy. Like those ones where they try to crop it in on the side. I was like, bro, like it's a 3X. Like nobody's cropping in a 3X, bro. Like just live in the land of reality.
Right.
Who's wearing that? Like, I want to see who's wearing that.
Oh, man. That is funny, though.
You saw those 3 stripers that I got too, right?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, dude.
Was that yesterday or like?
That was out of that same basement.
I missed the basement stuff.
Check these out.
Was that like Saturday or Sunday?
That was Saturday morning. That was Saturday.
Okay, see, Saturday, dude, yeah.
Here's one. I don't have them on me. They're in the car still. There's one.
Good morning. James is in the house. James, Junior 5'6".
Oh, wow. That's old school, bro.
With the Wrangler, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the other one. Both Earnhardts.
Yeah, I don't think those are real. Those look fake, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff looks kind of fake.
That's all part of that toy and clothes haul. It was crazy.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. I paid. She said when I had a tote, not just a regular tote, like one of those really long totes, big long. It was full and it was heaping over, and I had to get a wagon and everything to pull it. I pulled that up out of the basement up to her in front of her garage, and I was like, "How much you thinking for the whole tote?" She's like, "Well, I don't know what's in there." I was like, "I'm gonna be honest. There's all clothes on the bottom, toys, and then these hats on top." She goes, $30. I was like, I gave her 40, and I was like, "Ma'am, don't worry about the $10 back. Like, don't worry about it."
Hey, Jimmy just eating.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I could not believe that when she said that.
Now, here's the question. Did you get everything you wanted out of there? Or were you like, when you heard the price cheap enough, you were like, ooh, I should have grabbed more?
It's a tough one. I mean, I don't care. There's as long as you guys all promise to go to both podcasts and listen to more about the stories, there's a lot of story behind all that. I didn't get everything I wanted because.
Are you using Reseller Information Network as just kind of kind of like a preview? Is this your preview?
Yeah, it's a preview. So
I'm just asking.
This is a teaser clip. Yeah,
it's kind of a crazy story. That's why there's levels to this story. It's
Jimmy just doesn't want to
deal anything this week, Mike. Come on, man. So I was with Mike, Death Pile Picker. Me and him were picking together. So to start off, I get there and I'm in the garage, right? And I'm picking. And she's got older like cassettes I'm looking through and stuff. And I see this guy with the wagon coming up the hill from around this back side of the house, full of toys, overflowing with toys. And I was like, "Are those for sale?" And he's like, "No, I'm buying these." And then the lady goes, "Well, there's a bunch of stuff down there in the basement. You can go down there and look." So I was gone. So that guy got some of the stuff I would have wanted for sure. Now there's more to that. So then I get down there, the nice guy that I am. The nice guy that I am, I call Mike. Hey, but guess who doesn't answer? Mike. So I start picking. I'm picking, right? And I fill up my tub, call Mike again as I'm working. Still no answer. All right, Mike, you're missing out now at this point. Like, we're done here. I'm picking it. And so at this point, my tote is completely full. I mean, Mike could probably verify it's 50 pounds. It's just crazy. Like, and it's awkward, so I can't lift. So finally I get on the phone like, dude, you need to get over here, like, right now. First of all, I need your help, and then you need to get over here and pick too. So finally Mike gets over there. He helps me load up, and then he's down there. And, obviously I wanted him to get some, get some good stuff too. So he's picking. So, and that's when Mike got some of the stuff that if I was alone, I would have wanted it. But, it's not a big, I don't care at all. I wanted him to. But the big part of the story was I know what the guy. So I had nightmares that night about what the guy got before us. What did he pull out of there that we missed, Well, go to the flea market on Sunday morning, and there's a guy selling a bunch of old toys and video games.
Who's that guy?
And he's like, "Hey, I recognize you. You were at that sale that I was at yesterday." I was like, "Dude, what did you get?" And he's like, "Well, I got those video games that you're about to buy." And I was like, "So I bought all the Sega Genesis games and the consoles and everything from him, obviously at a markup." And I was like, "Do you still?" And he's like, "Did you bring any of the toys?" He's like, "Well, I already sold all the wrestlers, so we know we got vintage wrestlers." He's like, "But I got all the other stuff still. I still got it all at my house." And so I'm like, "So can we buy it?" And he's like, so I got his information. We met up with him, and we bought the rest.
Wow.
And then we split everything from there. And that's where I'm super happy because I got my gargoyles collection out of it. There's like 7 or 8 gargoyles in there that I got.
So let me ask you this: did you do what we have done a few times? Did you guys do Did y'all do the draft picks? Like, did you just go through it and be like, okay?
We were gonna do that, but like the problem became we had an idea what the turtle stuff was, but we had no idea what the Power Ranger stuff was worth.
I gotcha.
And I kind of, I don't, I was like, we're gonna sit here all night scanning stuff and looking stuff up, and I don't.
So did y'all just divide it up by toy group? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
toy
a Power
group.
Rangers, I
Yep.
get
And
yeah.
I wanted the gargoyles for my collection more than anything. So the good thing for me is my first batch I got Power Rangers for days. Like I got before we bought the stuff from the second guy, when I was down in there, I pulled all the Power Ranger totes. Like I bought totes and totes of Power Rangers. Yeah, we would have been comping those figures all night. So I was like, I'm already doing great on those. And I was like, just give me all the Power Ranger stuff and give me the gargoyles. And then he took the rest. So it was a very fair deal. It was hard for me to say on those turtle stuff. I was like, man, this turtle stuff's pretty cool. But I sold all my turtle stuff, so I kind of stopped collecting them anyway. So yeah, it was fun. It was the thing is there's more to the story that I'll there's sorry guys, but the very crazy interesting part of the story has to be held.
There we go. All right.
Come over to Buy It All podcast.
There
Subscribe.
you
This is my selling of my podcast, my new podcast with Keith and Ray who are here. The best parts of the story are still there. Go subscribe. Watch for it to come out on Monday of next week. I'm definitely telling it on there, and it's nuts what happens.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to spoil it at all.
Nope, that's it. That's all I get. That's all I get.
Teaser.
Nice teaser. Yeah.
Do you have a link?
Haven't even
to your
recorded it
podcast?
yet.
Do you have your link?
What happened is going to be recorded on Thursday. I'm going to tell the story when we record on Thursday, and then we will drop it on Monday. I'm going to say you're not going to want to miss the story. It's pretty wild. And there's other stuff that happened on the weekend too. That was.
You should drop a link for your podcast in here. If you got it.
I don't have anything open right now. Yeah, I'll do it. Maybe Keith or Ray, I don't know if they can drop.
Keith should be able to. I think he's a mod.
Yeah, but he might be busy today. It's his busy day. Let me see if I can do it. I'll do it.
See?
Yeah, we're the Buy It All podcast, Brian. Or if that's Brian. Buy it. It's been kind of hard to find, so I better drop the link. Like some people were trying to search for it and they couldn't find it.
You're too new.
Oh, Leroy's here? I hear him.
Leroy is there? I'll pull him.
There's Leroy.
I was like, I hear him.
What's up,
Leroy.
guys?
I've got a computer virus. I'm stuck in 1985.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, there, Keith did it. Thanks, Keith.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're picking with Death Pile Picker, I mean, things are going to happen. Crazy things are going to happen. And it did. It did. I can't even express to you how crazy these stories are.
Did Mike get on one knee and do the proposal thing like I've seen him do a few times?
I mean, there was along those
Okay,
lines.
over under was it 2 or is 2 higher or less?
Let's
Mike on bended knee. One time we were at I want to say we were in Mike, where were we? North Carolina. We were in. I really think it was 301. I really think that.
there was a good chance that he wouldn't. I'm telling you, there's a chance that we wouldn't have been begging for anything other than our lives. Is that's the spoiler?
Yeah.
I'm not even making that up.
There you go.
yeah, I mean, it was wild.
Yeah, full force resale.
I mean, then
Yep, old school Triumph motorcycle blocks. That's what he was doing. The lady gave him a great deal too.
yeah, it was crazy. And then
I wonder what the road looks like this morning.
It's raining here.
is it? It's hot here, man. It's gonna be hot here
Yeah.
for a whole another week.
Yeah, we've had a little overwash.
You're on the coast where that storm's going through, so am I the only one that's had more returns in the last 6 months than I've ever had in my life?
I mean, I haven't had that. I've had a lot of cancellations. I've had a ton of man. The cancellations I think are.
I sort of put them in the same boat. Like, yeah, I mean, not a ton. I mean, it's only like not even 1%, but it's just more than normal.
And then I've had a lot of I mean, terribly low offers. And I'm kind of used to that time of year though. Just literally just starts to flood in this time.
I used to try to be respectful to the low offers. Now I'll just message them back, LOL.
And I try. I know there's the tool you can use, but like I don't. They don't bother me. That's the thing. It's just real quick. Nope, decline. Like I don't care. But they're coming in.
See, they say you shouldn't decline them, but
Yeah, I mean,
I usually give people a couple opportunities, right? Like I had a guy send me a low ball offer. I send him like usually what I do if they send me a super low ball offer, I just go down like maybe 5% and be like, here you go. Here's an offer back, buddy. And then if they don't come to a reasonable, like okay, like if you're like the other day, that guy sent me an offer of $75. His next one was 80. I'm like, bro. So then my response to that is I just went higher than what my first offer was. I was just like, here you go, like take that. And then he sent me back another one that was super low, and I was like, all right, whatever, yeah, you're out. See ya. Hey, let me show you what the road looks like going to Hatteras right now. Let me see if we can get it on the large screen.
look at the waves. Did they put that bank up? Did they put that bank up on purpose?
All the time, bro. All the time.
They probably got a machine now that just takes it from one area and lifts it up and puts it in
They have heavy equipment, man. They're down there on the road just pushing it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And how high is that? About 10 feet, Eric?
What, the road?
That bank.
Yeah, taller than your car, taller than that van going down there right now.
So that van can't see the ocean from where he is.
No, not
Barely.
Look at this. This is where it gets a little crazier.
Oh yeah.
Do you see that on the scrolling? Yeah.
I see it. Oh.
So this is where my kids live. Literally down this road up here on the left, like in the distance right there on the left. They live down that road. But That's Washington behind these motels right here, the ocean. So that was like about 10 minutes ago there. And then this is Hatteras Village.
You gotta go up a little more. Oh.
This is down at the ferry dock, but this is like down at the end of the island.
Now, where's that ferry? Where does that bring you?
To this island. The next screen is this island.
Oh, okay.
Ocracoke. They're probably closed right now because this is the ferry dock at Ocracoke. Looks like they've got wash up on the. Like, looks like the road's got a little wash on it too. Yeah. This camera is washed out right here because this is at another section of that beach right down there. Yeah, buddy.
Crazy.
Life on the OBX.
Life is lifing.
Yeah, my camera is like keeps freezing. I don't know what's up with that. No more used toys on Amazon. Wow.
Really?
I tell you what I have got constantly now is at high tide right now. Usually high tide's earlier in the morning. And later. I think, let me check it for today for hours.
Has Justin been in here?
I think he was here earlier for a second. I don't know if it was him or Molly. Yeah, high tide was at 7 this morning. I think. No, hold on. High tide was at 1:27 and 2:05 this afternoon. Yeah, it could help on eBay if you're selling toys for sure. I tell you what, I've been getting flooded with on the eBay feed is eBay live selling. Like I get those notifications nonstop, thinking it's something that I need to check out, and then I
tried to watch one show and it was just disgusting. I just didn't like it.
Yeah, they got a ton of people in their shows there.
Yeah, but it's just like those big
late night QVC. Is that what you think?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we're on the extreme coast, Cat. Complete opposite of you. Yeah, where I was just showing you is furthest point east in the U.S. Out there at Buxton, it sticks out. The wild screenshots. They're funny.
Erica, you're in North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I asked you that. I keep forgetting. I just can't get over that you're like 8 hours from me.
I know. Well, it's like people always tell me, like, I'm coming to North Carolina. I was like, bro, like, maybe I'll stop by. That's what they tell me all the time. I was like, you're not stopping by if you're coming to my house. Like,
yeah.
You have to be coming to my house. Like,
well, from my in-laws, you're still 4 hours.
Yeah.
And they live pretty close to
Most of the time when people are like, yeah, when I'm going to North Carolina, they're going to like Asheville. I was like, dude, that's like 7 hours from here.
You're closer to me.
Yeah.
I'm in Asheville.
Yeah, like
I'm only an hour from
if
Asheville.
you go to Murphy, which is like on the tip of North Carolina out that way, from Manteo to Murphy, like Manteo is the town just above me, the village just above me. Yeah, it's 560 something miles from Manteo to Murphy.
Now, the closest big city to you is Raleigh, right? And that's still an hour and that's still 2.5
Yeah,
hours.
probably closest big city to me is Norfolk, like Hampton Roads area.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's why Justin is close to you.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half to Norfolk. Justin, I can get to Norfolk almost as fast. Well, actually, as fast as going to Justin's house.
Hey,
Because
Brad.
like I have to go up and take a left to go to his place, and it takes about 30 minutes, 30 minutes from the road. If I kept going, I'd be in Virginia, like Chesapeake, Norfolk area.
Sorry about that. Who was it that asked for the Chris Hall? The offer I would have sent on that Iowa shirt was 89, and because I just listed it, so it was not listed for 100. I sent an offer at 89 because they asked earlier. I got a call from my local contacts. I'm going tomorrow to look at some toys that they bought.
Hey, Jimmy, while you were gone, they were talking about that Amazon has quit letting people sell used toys over there.
No, I like collectible toys.
Yeah, no used toys on Amazon.
I don't do a lot of that, but there were a lot of some of the Amazon people that were at that meetup were talking a lot about how things are definitely Amazon's changed the law as far as what you can sell and getting the
Well,
ungated.
that's what those guys were talking about how that may help out eBay some
Yeah,
with bringing people back.
right. If they're no longer on that marketplace.
Yeah, I mean, like people even looking if you can't buy it over there.
Yeah, I never, I never went that route. So I mean, but I do like the idea of that. Like, if everybody's moving over to looking over on eBay, that's obviously good for me for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Ungating a lot of sellers new only and authorized dealers for toys.
Yep. Yeah. There was quite a few of them that were talking about like Amazon. It's definitely, it's 100% not like it was like the good old days or when things were great over there. It's definitely changed a lot from, you know, 6, 7 years ago. This is where my gargoyles are going to go. I got to take these couple last turtles off of here. And then I'm put my gargoyles right here. I'll have
Hmm.
them. Super excited about that. If you're watching, that's where they're going. Already starting to clear that shelf off right there.
If anybody in the chat,
Trees that are still are on card from the 90s.
if anybody in the chat is into elephants, I'm your guy.
Elephants.
Yeah. Don't ask.
Just sell them when Kevin sells his owls.
He's selling them right now as a house.
Oh, he's doing that right now. I just dropped my Thundercats and my Silverhawks. Dang it.
Eric, I just got last weekend. I got 92 elephants.
What are they made of?
Oh, I mean, I can reach all over the place. Whatever you want.
Everything? Are they porcelain? Are
Whatever
they
you want them to be made out of.
wooden?
whatever you want. Wood, cloth, leather,
Are they made
glass,
in India?
huh?
Are they made in India?
Some of them are.
Do they have the colorful ones?
Some of them have the color inside of them, yeah.
The next Mr. Sparky.
No,
Brad said,
no.
you get an elephant. You get an elephant.
That's random, Kat says. Yeah, that's random. Trust me. Here's the thing. Like, I heard the story about him, and I was at the flea market, and this guy had, like I said, 100 elephants. And then he was telling me how his dad was a pastor, his dad passed away, and everybody in the congregation would always bring him an elephant for his birthday, Christmas, anniversary. And some families are going to get you a $2 elephant. Some families are going to get you a $80, $100 elephant. Okay? It all depends on what they can afford. So if you're paying 50 cents a piece for them, you're going to buy them all too.
Oh, I got something for you, Leroy. Are you going to show some elephants or what?
Am I going to what?
The people want to see. We want to see the elephants.
Oh, I hold on. They're not all here. They're at my house.
What do you got there? What do you got there?
What do I have here?
Yeah.
I got some. Hold on, guy. Give me a couple minutes. I shouldn't have said anything.
All right.
I'm trying to finish packing in order.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah. I was saying it jokingly. I didn't think anybody would care.
I can put a thumbtack in this thing. Should be able to carefully.
I think I got rid of most of my elephants.
What'd you say? This Cernoch.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Whoa, what's up, everyone?
Genius, man.
What's genius?
I used to pick up elephants when I went to India, and usually I give them as gifts to people.
Yeah.
So these gargoyles I can sell. I have doubles now.
Hey, Cernoch, did you hear what I said?
No.
I bought.
Leroy has 92 elephants.
I have 92 elephants.
Is that why there's pink elephants at the bottom there?
No, no, that must be.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting on Leroy to start showing the elephants.
Oh. So, all right. Is this story for another podcast though? We can't tell here. Is this going to be announced on Resell Therapy tonight?
Yes.
You making fun of me right now?
No.
You are.
Cat says, "Oh, what a tease! You tell us about your 100 elephants, but you don't have them.
They're not all here. They're all at home.
There,
But
Leroy.
I got some. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to finish this one thing. I like I said, I didn't think anybody would care. That's why I said it.
Leroy's on the slow roll. He's on the slow roll.
See, oh yeah. Leroy's like, oh yeah, I thought y'all wouldn't care, you know what I'm saying, about what I had, you know.
Yeah.
I'll give you one little quick little, probably my best one. I'll give you a quick little view.
Now
Ready?
we want to see a few. We want to see a few.
Here's the best one, I think.
Ooh. Wood?
Yeah.
Shit.
Teak wood.
Wow. Now, did you get a deal on this all, or what? Oh, gosh. So you got a lot of wooden type stuff?
That's leather.
Leather? Is that another leather one?
Yep. And then the rest are all glass.
Might have a few dollars there, Leroy. What is that? Oh my goodness. That's pretty cool, Leroy.
Yeah, he's cool.
It's probably worth some money, the marionette one.
Oh yeah.
I mean, those big carved ones are worth getting. What is that made of?
I don't know. Like I said, some
Is
of
it
them
like
are,
resin or something? Like,
yeah, some of
Yeah.
them are pretty cheap, but I mean, for what, like I said, I'll put them all up for $10 a piece. If I get $5 a piece of them, 5 times 25, 5 times 100 is.
right, that big wooden elephant is probably worth pretty decent.
I like this one too. This one's pretty.
How tall do you think that big wooden one is?
I can measure it.
I figured you got a.
Does he have something to measure it with though?
He's a foot.
1 foot,
This one's like a rock.
dude. Yeah.
Look at the price tag that was on it, Eric.
$2. $2. Get low.
I started looking at the prices, and I started making a pile, and then I got up to like $20, and I was like, all right, how much for all of them? Because I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, like, sometimes when you find a collection like that, oh, look at that. It's like, man, sometimes, especially like, if I'm grabbing stuff, you don't want to miss something, you know?
That's how I got all those carousel horses that time.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, some of these is probably worth like $1. I mean,
I don't know.
Depends on how ornate they are. Like,
Yeah.
there's some of them like $10. There's some of them that are like $50.
but that's the, like I said, Eric. The thing is, like, look at this glass one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bro, that
You might got some dollars there, you know what I'm saying?
hey,
Soapstone.
I don't know if LaDonna was in here earlier. If you hold that blue one up there again, that might be some type of fancy glass.
Well, that's the first ones I have inside. So I'll go get the other bag in a little while.
I wonder if you think Murano made elephants? Let's look that up.
Eric, this is what my little table in my living room, my little dining room table.
Yeah, it's covered.
My bed too, but this is just the dining room table. I'll show you a picture.
LaDonna's here. Show that glass one again, Leroy.
No. Hold on. Eric, that's just the living room table.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I sold 3 at the flea market. So I made $20 from the flea market alone.
All right, show the blue glass one again.
All right.
Hey Leroy, show that glass one again.
Shut up, Cernoch.
Oh, sh-
We all want to see it. There
What
it
do you
is.
think, LaDonna? Does it got like a different color on the inside?
Not this one, but I have a big one that does. It's not here though; it's home.
Yeah, that's like elephant paperweight.
Yeah, yeah.
That one could be pretty good. I'm trying to look them up right now. Elephant paperweights.
All right, I'll go get the other bag. I want to finish my list. Hold on, let me just finish this one stupid.
Leroy, can you go get the other bag?
Leroy,
One
you got more
second,
elephants
sir.
to share or what?
1 second.
We're in loafing mode, not listing mode.
Apparently, let's see. Apparently,
Oh, she asked what's the bottom like on your elephant?
it's just flat on that one, LaDonna.
Is it clear or does it have cloudiness to it?
Hold on. Inside, it's cloudiness. It's hard to tell.
Like the bottom looks like it. Yeah.
This is what they wanted for it. Before I
She's
did.
talked to me about that stuff before because if it's cloudy, it's like not. I want to say it's factory is what I think she told
Okay.
me before.
Yeah.
If it's smooth, like polished, like clear.
hmm I got some all glass ones. I got a lot.
Yeah, I bet those glass elephant ones will do real well.
Like I said, there is some in my store already, but the pictures are horrible. I tried to do them from home, and they were just disgusting. Oh, you're crazy.
Possibly Taiwan is what she's saying on
Yeah.
that one. That would make it a little older, for sure. I mean, if he's been collecting those things for years, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Sue, good to see you.
Hi,
Kelly said
Kelly.
she managed to get one listing done. That's one more than I got.
I just want to finish this one. Eric, take me off big screen, please.
Okay.
Nah, you're on this big screen for the rest of the day.
9, 6,
At least your screen is moving. Mine's just stuck.
10, 6, 6.
Eric's been in the same spot for like 30 minutes.
If I hold real still, I could actually walk away and come back, and you wouldn't even know.
Right?
What do you got, a Harlem Globetrotter basketball back there?
I sure do.
I recognize that. Look at that.
Isn't that pretty cool?
Yeah, we had one that has some stains on it. You got one with some stains on it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine's got a little dent in it too.
Dude, we took my girls when they were younger to man, we got great tickets one Saturday. It was like rainy day. We're up in Norfolk area, and I was
Yeah.
just looking like things to do, and because we were going to go to the zoo, but there were like things to do in Norfolk, and Harlem Globetrotters were playing there, and we actually got like courtside, like we're on the in line.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That's cool.
If anybody in the chat can help me, I got something I need to fix, and I can't do it right here, but I need to know how to stop buyers from being able to suggest what service they want me to use. Because I did this before. A guy said, "Oh, he want buyer selected priority." I'm not shipping it priority. At priority, I got to pay an extra $5.
That means you have it at that you you're talking about eBay, right?
Yeah,
Then you gotta check your listing because if it says your buyer selected priority, that must be an option somehow. Then
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I need help to try to figure out how not to have that, because that I'm gonna have to. The last time I did it, it caused me an issue, and my eBay's so jacked up right now that I'm just gonna have to eat the bullet on this one.
yeah, that's not good.
It's going to California. It should be a $12 ship. It's an $18 ship.
Whew. Right? Gotta love those, huh?
Yeah. I can't wait to get out of here. I'm sort of sick of eBay right now.
Why? What's wrong with eBay?
I've been getting negatives and everything else.
Negatives.
Yeah.
I got a negative feedback, man. A guy sent me back something he claimed was broke. And I was like, it was listed for parts. So then I got it back. He literally just threw it in the box, like with no packing, no anything.
And I can't even get in touch with eBay anymore. I've been trying to contact eBay.
Right?
I feel like Chris right now. I feel like I'm complaining about eBay.
Hold on. Let me take
Yeah, you can't call eBay anymore, bro. there is no customer service anymore.
Thank you, Kat. I'll go look at it.
Yeah, there's no customer service anymore.
Yeah, they lost one of my packages. One of my packages was ripped a couple of weeks ago. I had to refund somebody. I just feel like it. Once I get that one negative, I feel like it just goes downhill for like 6 months.
Now, when they selected the priority mail, how much are they paying for?
I put a set price of $12.50. I don't like using. What do you call it?
Calculated? You don't like using calculated?
I almost want.
But you do like spending extra to send it to California. Then
I do like to punch you through the nose through the computer.
Huh?
I do like to give you a knuckle sandwich through the computer.
But you don't like calculated shipping. Why?
Here's the problem, Cernoch. I'm this close to doing free shipping.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're actually further than that close to doing free shipping because you just paid a whole lot more than what you had. You're paying folks now. Let me pay you to ship.
No. That last one, they paid me $12.50.
I mean, I know they're firm believers.
So I ate what, $5? It was $18. But then the rest of the shipping today, I'll make $4 or $5. So
the only problem that I've always had with free shipping is a couple things. There are a few items that I've sold free shipping just because it's that market, like it's that kind of thing to where you kind of had to. But that I just there's too much to it because then if you run a discount, a sale, anything like that. And it never fails with me when I used to do free shipping.
I do. On the ones that I just listed, I do, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Are they heavy?
Not the ones that I just listed, no. They're about a pound or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happens when I get an offer and then I accept an offer and then I look at it and like, oh crap, like these guys live in Alaska. I just gave them free shipping. Like what?
Or Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico used to jack me all the time. I'm like,
Yeah. Listen, and I don't care how anyone else does theirs. I believe in calculated. It's so much easier. You don't have to mess with anything. It's boom.
But you always make money on calculated. Calculated charges them way too much money.
But look, you're paying fees on the shipping too. And you're paying for your own shipping material. Right? Plus, you have to pay the full amount on the returns. Yeah, that's how it evens out.
Right?
Timothy Doyle said, don't worry about one or two packages. You have to pay more on than they do. At the end of the month, do you make more than you pay out?
Yes. Yes.
I think the average person don't think about the fees that are charged on shipping.
No. But
Now,
I just think about it calculated.
let me ask you this:
I
does
give them my
anybody know this
discount.
in the chat?
I
Does
give them my
anybody
discount. You know.
does anybody know this in the chat? Because we know it's not like eBay's obviously not a set rate on a particular. It's not a set rate across the board. Like some items you may be paying 13-14% on already. So that 13-14% is that 13 or 14% on your shipping for that item? Yeah, as well versus the 7-8.
I mean,
Now I'm curious. I gotta look this up real quick.
yeah. I mean, if you're doing free shipping on promoted listings,
Oh gosh,
woo!
you're getting hit with the fee and the.
See, that's what my problem is. That's why I'm afraid.
That's why I do calculated shipping. What is? I mean, the only way I wouldn't is if it was something that's like crazy expensive, like $1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind shipping
Like
that.
if I've got an expensive like shirt, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying, like a $500 shirt, free shipping. All right, go ahead. You know. But if I'm shipping something massive, that's going calculated. I'm not trying to guess.
See what I started?
Started a great conversation.
Has Tim been here? Is Tim okay?
he was driving.
Oh.
His muffler was really loud. He's probably going to get emissions.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Ooh, man. Bro. Here's a little reality check for you.
All right, what do we got?
Hold on, let's pull up some. Let's add a little stream questionnaire.
Still swamp picker. I got you.
You got it up?
Yeah. I'm
All right. Most categories are now 13.6. Books and magazines, 15.3. Women's bags and handbags, 15%. Coins and money, 13.25, 13.6. 15 on jewelry and watches, 15 on jewelry and watches parts. Hey, you can sell NFTs for only 5%. 3% on heavy equipment. Commercial printing presses are food trucks and trailers.
All right.
There you go.
Because we're all selling those.
Right. 8% on select clothing, shoes, and accessories. Men's athletic shoes, women's athletic shoes.
How about toys? I mean, tools.
Tools. I don't think it has it on that. That probably falls into the rest. Let's see something. Examples of if it's over 25, they add an extra. If it's only over 2,500, they add an extra 2.35%.
Yeah,
Wow.
see, on every one of my items, it says what the buyer selected.
Oh, you got to go fix that. That's a rule in your thing, I think.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I know a lot of people like set up their rules for shipping. I don't.
I canceled all that stuff. At some point, there was a certain podcast guy that used to
Yep.
preach that, and I had to
And
take
how
all
many
mine down.
stores did it F up?
I got screwed. I got messed up on it.
I never did that. Never did that.
Because if you don't know exactly what you're doing, you can mess yourself up pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fees and selling costs may include, but are not limited to, final value fees, shipping labels, store subscriptions. Yeah, sometimes people overlook that stuff. Percentage is usually higher than what people think it is. Yeah, I just took all mine off.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I took up. Well, no, I never did it. What were they called? Like,
Man, I got totally sidetracked, guys. Sorry, I'm over here.
hey, Jimmy, welcome back.
Sorry. Got all kinds of stuff going on.
Ooh,
Hey, Eric,
Yeah.
put me on big screen. I got something to say.
I got something to say.
Listen, guys. Here's the deal. I lost my dad the other day. Okay, Sunday, my foster dad. And what I want to say is, if you guys, everybody has to have a write off. If you guys not sure or not happy with whoever you give donations to, I'm not looking at the screen. I can't. Um, look into the foster program stuff, because they took me in when I was 10 years old, and they gave me a better life. They gave me what you guys see right here, who I am right now. And they got a lot of, excuse my language, Eric, but the government, not the government, but the state, foster care, they gave them a lot of shit, because I was mixed, and told them they couldn't adopt me because they couldn't follow my heritage. And um, the house was 100 feet too, 1 square foot too short in every room. Just all the BS that they gave these people that were trying to make me a better life. They, they didn't just want to adopt somebody or take a foster kid, and they took me in because their son was my friend, and I disappeared. So the meaning of the story is, I don't want any sorries. I don't really care about that. But if you guys have if there's something in your heart and you have a little bit of extra money that you got to write off, please find some kind of foster care system that you guys can donate a little bit of money into, because a lot of those kids, I was 10 years old, and I was going, it's backwards at that point. So take me off the screen. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was in my heart. And
There's no reason to apologize at all. That
You're
was
fine. Yeah,
very well said, and thank you, Leroy.
you said it perfectly.
Yeah, my sister and brother-in-law just adopted a foster kid. My sister does. She teaches kindergarten at school, so it was a kid from her class like that.
yeah.
2 years later, she's like, man, like actually a year later after her being in her class the previous year, like
Even in the holidays, like, you're not sure who to give to. I was placed in the foster home when I was I was like, I think I was 7 at this time, and they took me out of my house and put me in a shelter, and they didn't have no toys for me because they already put their toy list in at they have to put it in a couple weeks in advance, how many kids they have in their program. And I had just showed up. They had to take stuff away from other little kids to give me mine and to piece together. I mean, I think I literally got pink socks because they just wanted to give me something and they didn't have enough for me.
Yeah.
So whatever you guys can do, or if you know, even if you know a family that is a foster parent, like give them love, because these
Give me
people saved my life.
a lot of thought, because that's, as the toy, that's what I do every Christmas is I give toys.
Yeah.
So I'll look further into that. Thank you. I
Mhm.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Like I know, like even West Virginia, like our state, is our foster system is in terrible condition.
Oh, terrible.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't get the funding that they're supposed to. Every, here's the, and I'll be real, like kind of real on this. A lot of people think about it. They're like, "Oh man," but they turn that blind eye when that important stuff comes up.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's like we just had that big bad storm last year over here in Asheville. Cernoch does a flea market. Eric, if you guys go to the flea market, even 2 weeks after that, how many items never even made it to that town?
Yeah.
Never even made it to that town.
Yeah. Unfortunately, tragedy and that kind of stuff usually fosters a lot of scamming
It
going
gets
on.
abused.
yes,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Where
it's like, I mean, honestly, like it's like when I traveled to India. Like when I first started going over there, like I would go into these villages. They're like, "How would you like us to pose the children?" I was like, "What do you mean?" Like it's because people are taking pictures of kids in poverty situations and sending that out so they can get funds, and then you find out like 10% of your donation actually goes to do something. So I mean, I would say find some credible people like in your community, like in the foster program. Because the other side of it, we've had several families in our church that have fostered kids and are currently fostering kids. And what I've seen in just their situations is a lot of things that are kind of weird. Like there's only 11 families in our whole county who foster kids.
yeah,
Um, and so it's like one of those things. That's a big ask, but then you also are dealing with kids. Like one family just had some kids come to their home, and like obviously they've got problems. They've come out of a place like to where they're not eating, like there's not food there. But then also for foster parents, like if you want to do something to help out that isn't like I'm willing to take these kids on full time, is even helping to babysit from time to time.
sometimes it's sometimes it's just, if you're part of your church group and a foster family can reach out, they get these kids in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
So, and I've been pulled away in the middle of the night more than
yeah,
once. And when I was, I'm sorry, guys, to change this whole thing to this, but it's really, really on my heart. And if I can't share it with my community, then
nah, go ahead, Ray.
yeah, like
I think it's important. I think it's important.
there was a time where back in the day, when in the 80s, when I was going through that kind of stuff, they took me from my mom. And when they took me from my mom, do you know where I was for 8 hours? I was in the police station in a cell,
Hmm.
because they didn't have anywhere to put me. They didn't,
Yeah,
back then it wasn't a little bit as organized. But like, there's you guys live in small cities. You know how they have like group homes. There's group homes that are all foster kids that you guys will never even hear about it. The
yeah,
town gives a little bit of money. Nobody really brags on it, and those are the ones, like, even if you bring sweatshirts, your son don't wear sweatshirts anymore. Just reach out and ask.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be. I don't want anybody to foster a kid, man. I wish no. I hate to say that, but I was bad. I was
yeah,
bad, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't go to jail or anything, but I went through a lot of stuff. I still do. So if you can't open up your home, that's fine. But my big thing is we all need write offs. Just get just give $10. I don't care what you give, But Christmas is coming up, and some of these kids, they don't have it. School books, backpacks. Yeah,
Absolutely.
you could give it to, and you can give it to a certain organization, but then, like I just said, they don't all get there. They don't all get there. If you find that, if everybody knows their town gossip. You might know the gossip of your neighbor, and she has 6 foster kids. Well, you know what? Get her 6 pizzas for Christmas, so she can get 6 pizzas for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things. There's a lot going on with the foster system for sure. Like it's after we're going through that. My sister and brother in law finally they finally got their adoption to go through, so they actually adopted her. They've had her for 3 years now. So, but yeah, she's her mom in and out of jail. They didn't know who her dad was for a long time. Like it's just one of those things. So, I mean, this kid grew up like it's finally got to a place where she won't devour everything in sight because when she first came there, it's like she weren't getting enough to eat. So she just anything that was out, as long as there was food, she would just keep eating. So it's like a lot of going on there.
A
But
lot of you guys have a lot to say, and you got if if you guys are giving me a condolence, I appreciate it. If
yeah,
you guys were foster parents, I appreciate that too. So I see you guys' comments. So I just want to let you guys know that I am
yeah.
trying to read it the best I can. I'm saying I'm done, but I promise I'm
Listen,
not.
Leroy, it's okay because a
Leroy,
lot of
you're still going out Thursday. You're going out
Yeah, I'm
Thursday.
leaving Thursday. And I'll probably be there for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'll just spend time with mom and make sure she's good. We knew my dad wasn't doing well, so
Mhm.
um, I had booked for the 17th, and then my brother messaged me and was like, "Leroy, you might need to come home a little sooner." And we weren't expecting them to pass that fast. He was
Yeah.
73 or 74. He had OCPD for over 10 years, so it's not something that was unexpected, but my whole big thing on it is not about me. It's about how this guy took me in at 10
Mhm.
years old. I promise you, I could sit here all day and tell you guys stories. The fire department came, told my mom, we can't have you. He can't be here because you are 1 square foot in every room short of being able to have him in your house. You know what my mother said to him? She a little Italian lady. You know what she said to the firefighter? Can I ask you a question? When's the last time you tried to adopt a kid? And
Mhm.
my father, that just passed, is grabbing her by the shirt and he goes, Donna, please stop. You're not gonna get him. Be quiet. And she did the same thing with when the state said, "Oh well, you can't follow his black heritage because he's half black," and she goes, "Same thing. What? Who else is taking in a 10-year-old?
yep.
Like
Mhm.
I know I've met his mother. His mother is whiter than me.
Mhm.
I'm not leaving. I'm just coming off the screen. I'm okay. I'm going off the screen, so I shut my mouth. So I'm going on mute, guys."
Mm. No, I understand, Leroy, but these are those important. These are those like we all know about foster care and foster kids, and we know of it. But have we heard the stories? And it's important to hear these kinds of stories because we don't. Some of us don't understand the impact that
Mhm.
we can't have. We can have the sympathy for you, saying, "Oh, we're sorry," but unless we don't know the situation, I'd rather have empathy, thinking about how your situation was and how we can improve other people's situation, rather than just giving you a heartless, "Hey, oh man, sorry for everything." You know. But it's important to hear those kinds of stories, though. That's my new thing: empathy versus sympathy.
Yeah, a lot of you guys in the chat are telling your stories and stuff, and I'm reading them, guys. So I can't believe what you guys are doing. Like this is crazy. Just speaking out, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry for all you guys that have experienced loss. Obviously, I just went through that myself with my dad. So, And me and Leroy have talked behind the scenes about what he's got going on. There.
I literally it was a blessing, and Eric hasn't heard this yet.
Yeah,
I literally talked to Eric, his mom, and his wife for 30 minutes about probably about 5 hours before my dad passed.
yeah,
And they consoled me. They we didn't know. I didn't know Dad was passing, and I was just talking to my brother, my friend, and his family, which is Eric, um, and they actually made me feel a little bit better because there was stuff, and we won't get all into all, but like
we just went
hospitals and
through
all
all
that.
that. Yeah,
There was stuff I didn't know about certain things, and they sort of like his mom was like, she was just talking. She just lost her husband, and she's talking to me like telling me like stuff that nobody's told me. Just by her talking to me, it was like a blessing, and I had such ease. And Eric doesn't know any of this, and he could tell his mom if he wants to, but I had such ease after talking to him and his wife and his mom on Sunday night that when I got the phone call at 12 o'clock, it wasn't. I promise you, it wasn't as hard because I reached out to my friend, and he didn't even know what he was doing. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen, but not 5 hours after I talked to Eric.
yeah.
I keep trying to mute myself. I'm going to leave.
It's all right, man. Yeah, that's part of it.
Yep. That is.
I'm going to leave, guys, for about 10 minutes. I'm going to come back with totally different conversation, and I'll have that other box of elephants.
What? More elephants for us?
Elephants on parade.
So I'm not going to drop out, Eric. I'll just drop in the back.
Okay.
All right.
I'm waiting for somebody to come and pick up a trailer.
Pick up a trailer full of what?
Yeah, my friend from Hatteras is borrowing my trailer to go get a Bowflex in Manio. So, yeah,
A Bowflex?
yeah, man.
To use or to sell?
I'm not sure. He resells. It's Ken. You know Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah, the B guy. Yeah. How about them Titans?
Ooh, hey. Listen, Hutch. I going to that game, I'm like, this could be because Texans are blah. Texans look as good as the Dolphins do right now.
Hey, the Dolphins pulled a dub.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, I was surprised. I was watching the game. I said they're gonna blow this. What they win by one? They'll blow this.
yeah.
I saw a little meme the other day. It says the Dolphins rebuilding since 1974. Yeah, true.
I mean, that all I know about that injury last night, that was
Tyreek Hill?
oof.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think Tyreek Hill was fine with it.
yeah. He's probably like, I don't want to play here anyway.
I think he was his last season anyway.
I don't know. I mean,
Plus he's got like a $70 million guaranteed coming to him. So he's fine.
I get that, but
Huh?
I'm not gonna say it's career ending, but that could be like one of those career changing for sure, possibly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Crazy. Well, I mean, Bo Nix looked pretty good last night.
He's looked good for a good part of the year. I mean, he's had some bad passes, but he still looked good. It's just the way they've been losing. I've talked about it. It's just the way they were losing was sucked.
Yeah, it's and like every time I'm like, oh yeah, Bo Nix is looking good, yeah, and then he'll throw like last night it happened. I was like, man, he's looking good. Oh man, and then interception in the end zone. I was like, what was that, dude?
Yeah, you just got to throw that ball away. Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah. He'll be selling on eBay before long, right? Oy.
Rod got me in fantasy because of Nakua.
What happened?
47 points, bro. What in the world, man?
How
I mean,
many?
most of us have watched
47.
enough bad quarterback play.
47.
Bo Nix is not a bad quarterback. I've watched enough bad quarterback
Yeah.
play to know that he's not a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
Hey, the other thing is I had Dak Prescott sitting on my bench. He scored like 35.
Oof.
Yeah. I was like, but the first week I played him, he scored like 8. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I can't believe they still do ties.
Right?
Like, what is that even about? Like, you can't decide a game? Come on, man.
That game was. I fell asleep watching it, and then
Same thing. I fell asleep and then I woke up in the morning going, "What? That isn't a
and
tie."
Mike, that's his team. So he's like, I stayed up watching that whole dang thing just for that.
Just for a tie.
Right?
Yeah. That stuff's dumb to me.
The meetup was awesome, Hutch. I thought you were on, man. I mean, it was great. It was fun. I had a great time. I got to be on the panel and answer questions.
Where are you guys at?
It was Greenville, but it was we were half an hour from Bristol. That was big,
Greenville. Yeah.
I mean, we were picking in the outside of Bristol when we were picking.
I got you.
Nice.
Or as they were calling it, G Vegas. Greenville is G Vegas, which I
Vegas?
don't know why that is a thing because there's
They
nothing.
call Greenville G Vegas here. But back in the day, it was because East Carolina was like the biggest party school in North Carolina.
See, we called Huntsville when I went to school at Sam Houston. We call that Hunts Vegas.
Oh, it's the Tri-City area. Does that mean anything to you guys? Again, I don't know what that meant, but the
Talk about
Tri-City is
baseball.
what everything was called. Tri-City this and Tri-City that.
I don't know.
All
a
right.
thing about
Look
baseball.
at Chad. Chad said, "Let's talk about baseball. The playoffs start tonight. The Cincinnati Reds are in the playoffs for the first real time in the last 13 years. Astros didn't make it. I'm not watching. All right, there you go. There's my base. There's my baseball.
Dude,
I
I
think the
can't
Reds.
tell you the last time I can tell you the last time I have watched a baseball game. It was the Cincinnati Reds and the Atlanta Braves, but it was at Cincinnati at the stadium about 4 years ago. That's the last time I'd watched a baseball game. And then also that was the first time I'd watched a baseball game in maybe like 7 years prior to that.
You know what the Cincinnati Reds represent to me? They have a player. They have one of 5 players in Major League Baseball that I can name. Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I probably know the name of 5 major players, and most of them are on the Yankees.
This
I
trade
don't know. That's how much I know about baseball right now.
Miss Jaden Westbigger.
And I'm not a Yankees fan. I just heard of Aaron Judge, and
Yeah.
maybe that's the only one I know.
Shohei.
Oh, yeah, Shohei Ohtani. I know him. Yeah, I don't know hardly any baseball players.
I know a few only because I broke cards like a couple times. I broke cards. I will say this: like baseball players have some of the hardest names to pronounce. I don't
Right.
know.
The one guy they call him the law firm or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, he's got like.
So I know him too, but I don't know.
What were people thinking naming their kids like this? Like they've got to write that stuff in kindergarten, man.
There's
like,
one guy they call him the password or something like that too, right?
Yeah.
The password. That's the one I'm thinking of. Because his name looks like it looks like a dang Wi-Fi password. Sorry to make fun of somebody's name, but it does.
Oh, Eric. Look what I got. Look what I got the other day. Was drinking on.
Hold on. Let's see.
Hey, I had some cheer wine while I was there, man.
Hey, I got some right now on the counter. Mine's in the can. eBay calling you? They want to find out about Leroy's situation. He just took an eBay call. He's like, I'm out. I'm out here.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
he just
that guy's name is JHOSTYNXON
there,
Garcia.
there was somebody that said something about baseball, and then Kat said something about baseball. I know nothing about baseball, but I do know that the playoffs are about starting or halfway through, right?
I definitely, yeah, they're starting. I don't want to be that guy I don't have a problem, but I grew up in my high school and junior high. I collected cards. I could name every player on every team. I loved baseball, but for
Yeah,
some reason, as I got older,
I'll be
the
honest. For
one
me,
sport that I just totally stopped watching.
sports as a whole for me now aren't nothing like they used to be for me. I'll just be honest. I think what's happened is a lot of stuff is different. We talked about it the other week about how like there's no loyalty to any team. There's no like I mean people come and go, and same with college. Like I used to be a bigger college fan basketball wise than pros because of like you can pretty much have the same players there for 4 years, and then now you don't. People change teams at the drop of a hat. I tell you a crazy little insight I got recently though, because obviously we had my dad's funeral, so my aunt came here, whose son plays for the University of Central Florida, and he was talking about the NIL stuff. That stuff is insane. Like you've got all these kids getting so basically like linemen on his team are making over $1 million. Like what? And so you know what they tell the coach when they tell him to do stuff? We've already got our check. Like what are you going to do to us? Like already got the check. They
But if
get
the linemen get that much, how much
yeah.
is
Think
how
about the
much?
skill players. Like yeah, I'm like man. So then they're just telling them, hey, forget you, pal. Like you know, I was
Yeah,
like,
I just don't have time
crazy.
for. I, that's where I'm at. I just don't have time for it.
I mean, I still enjoy it to a degree. NBA lost me a long time ago just because they changed the rules, and then after that, it was kind of been a trickle down. Like even football, I still watch it, and I'll still cheer for my Fins, but I'm not like hanging on every play like I used to be. So, to the rest of you guys into it, good on you. But I guess for me, it's just I don't know. Sports are way different these days. I'll go to my niece's volleyball game and cheer for that all day, but like
Eric, this is from India.
oh yeah. That's what I was saying. I said you're bound to have a bunch from India, man. They crank out the elephants over there. Oh, your dad played minor leagues. Yeah, there you go. That makes a difference.
You know, it's crazy though. People don't realize. Like you talk about baseball and college, even college now. Like you only 1% of these kids are making it to the pros, but you could go play overseas and make more than your mother and father made in their whole lifetime in 3 seasons.
Yeah,
Like that's what I always told my nephew. Like, listen, you could go play for a farm team. They just made a new farm team here, Spartanburgers, and I think these guys. I think I looked it up. I think they're getting anywhere between $30,000 and $80,000 for a season.
yeah. My daughter almost went to Europe to play volleyball. And then COVID hit. She backed out. Hers was going to go play for a club team and get her master's degree at some college in like England. So yeah, Hut said that's why Saban gave up. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, the crazy thing is they give all the NIL like so now all the teams get like 25 million NCAA split or whatever. So like they've got money to spend, and yeah, Kind of crazy. But they say they get all that money at the beginning of the season before they get. I say, well, that's dumb on their part. They should spread that stuff out. Be like, I got your check, buddy. Like, you're gonna have to do your job. What is going on? Savannah Baseball is the backer of the Foster families. They honor a family at each game. Oh, that's cool. I tell you what, I would like to go see just because of the novelty of it. Like we were talking about Harlem Globetrotters earlier. I'd like to go see one of those Savannah Banana games. You can't get tickets there. It's hard. They're expensive.
Definitely not my thing. I think Sonya would like to go, so I'd go with her, but not for me. I wouldn't go because I want.
I mean, it's kind of like going to the Harlem Globetrotters. Like, you know, it's a show. It's not necessarily a game. I think it's kind of wild how they bring out some of those old guys. I think they one game they'd had like Roger Clemens or something out there. Like, it's kind of crazy.
I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, it definitely can backfire for sure. Brandon's been to it. Banana Ball is awesome. So he said. Oh man. Still throw 90-mile-an-hour pitches, yeah.
Hey, sir, didn't know if you are available at 5 today to meet at City Ring.
Your players were drafted MLB and played minor league before transferring to Banana Ball. Yeah.
Even I think I looked up that the Savannah Bananas. I think those guys get a decent amount of money too.
I think so too. Like, I mean, I think they do. Their games sell out instantly, man. Like, you gotta book tickets in advance.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
they were never on TV, and then they started realizing that they can make money off it. So now you can. I mean, I think every other week there's a game on TV now.
Yeah, they were doing YouTube and stuff for a while too. Yeah, I mean, some of the catches and stuff they do is pretty crazy. Like,
For me, personally, I tried to watch it, and it's not for me.
yeah,
Even the Harlem Globetrotters, you watch one game, it's a game. Now,
yeah.
Eric,
Once you see the stick, right, it's pretty much done.
Eric, we're the same age. You remember when they came out with like that and one basketball, the street leagues?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, to me, that was good because
That was pretty entertaining, for
yeah,
sure.
I mean, you got these street boys, and they were something.
Yeah,
They were the ones that like they didn't have the grades to go to college, but they still played until they were 25 years old at the playground and probably made more money than most of the kids in college at that time. They would do pickup games for money, and then ESPN caught on, and they made that street league, and I mean,
yeah. They have a documentary about it all,
yeah,
about how all that went down, how they were trying to start it. Like they at first it was just and one mixtapes, then they started doing the tour,
yeah.
going around. Yeah, yeah. Those guys. I still see some of those guys occasionally, like The professor still does YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, he goes to a lot of those places.
that's the white guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he goes to a lot of those places. Some of those other guys, that one guy played in the NBA for
I
a
was
while.
gonna say one or two of them made it to the NBA.
Yeah,
I was watching the games the other day, football, and they were saying how many guys come up from the UFL.
yeah,
There's a nice little bunch of them, not a lot, but I think like 10 of them or something.
yeah. It's different. It's different these days. A lot of all that stuff. Yeah, when I started watching street ball, I mean, it was late. I was a little older when I started watching that, but I mean, basketball was my thing back in the day. So
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time playing outdoors myself. So actually, Leroy, that's the times that I was the minority.
Oh, I bet.
Man, when I was in high school, we lived in Farmville, Virginia area for a couple years when I was in high school, and Farmville had like Prince Edward County and Cumberland County. They're rivalries. They're right next door. But public schools were only one per county. I went to private school when I was there, but I had to take driver's ed at public school. So when I was younger and thinner and could jump higher, like I went out there the first time at lunch at the driver's ed, and everybody's in the gym, and they had pulled out this springboard like you would use for gymnastics, right? And a couple of these guys were dunking off the springboard. Well, I could dunk in high school. And so, man, I dunked the ball one time. That's all it took. They were like, "Oh yeah, you can come play pickup with us." Like, so I'm out there. The other thing I was always pretty good at was passing. I could really pass pretty well. So there was a guy. He was about 6'10", and buddy, he was on my team. I was just throwing him stuff all day, like feeding him. So he took me out to the playground one time to play. That's the worst embarrassment I ever got. I got out there with him, and I'm the only white kid out there. And so we started playing pickup. He's like, "You can be on my team." He said, "But you got to guard this guy." This guy walks over to me. He's probably about 5'8", 5'9", maybe. And I'm looking at him. I was like, "Dude, like, so we're running down. He's on a fast break. I'm chasing him, and I'm like, I'm thinking I'm gonna swat him." Elbow, and he dunked on my head. I was like, and they all are laughing. Everybody's laughing. And then Andre says, "Yeah, he's the best guy out here." I was like, "That's messed up, man." Like, he was like, "Yeah, we just clowning you." So, yeah, I never seen that dude jump that high, like in person. Yeah, fun times.
Oh, I didn't. They talk about the banana ball. How if a fan catches the ball,
Players out.
but really,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
They have a bunch of rules. I think Brandon was talking about them earlier too. Like yeah, every inning counts. So like you have to win innings to win the game, and then they have a timer so the game don't drag on. Like I mean, honestly, that's my worst thing with baseball. It takes so daggone long, and it's slow to me. I will say when we went and saw the Reds, the problem I had was there was no jumbotron in the stadium. Like you couldn't see half of what was going on. Like they would just show stats up on the scoreboard thing. Like they didn't have like there was a play at the plate and no one could really tell what happened. Everybody's like, "What happened? What happened?" So
Did you see the Reds with John?
no,
Oh,
with my parents. My parents celebrated their 50th anniversary, and they wanted us to go to the Ark encounter. So we went there. We rented a house right there, just north of, just south of Cincinnati. And so one day we went to the zoo, and then we went to the Reds game while we were there. So it's like my brother's kids, like they're all in on baseball. Like they love it. So we went. They were playing the Braves too, which when I was young, I used to watch the Braves. Dale Murphy. Yeah, all the old school guys, I watched that stuff some back in the day. I quit playing baseball at 12 though. So yeah, cat. So they're on the. Oh, they have a pitch clock. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on a second. I gotta check something.
Jimmy, what are you listing? What are you guys listing online? Sorry, guys. Looking for a gun. Don't have it. Ooh. Jimmy, what is that? Toys or tools? Can anybody else hear me? That's okay, Kat. Thank you. I know who my real friends are. I'm just trying not to give you guys dead air.
I can't hear you. Oh, I turned my volume down.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I heard something, and then I was like, then I saw that. What's up?
What is that? Oh no, that's his. Okay. I thought I was looking at the comment from Chris, the guy Chris on there, and I was like, is that like from another platform? And no, I could see the C. I could see the C and the H and the D.
Oh,
That's his logo.
like logo, yeah.
Yeah. I almost thought it was like you know how like Facebook will do like a weird like if it comes from another thing.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it looks different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I don't even know why I turned my volume down, but I did earlier.
Sorry, guys. Kind of neat little phone call. So, is there any good offers? No.
No good offers.
Well, I was just looking. Jimmy, Leroy is talking to you. That's what they said.
Yeah, I had turned my volume all the way down for some reason. And so I looked up and I was like, Jimmy Leroy is talking. He's all, why can't I hear him? For some reason, and I don't know why, this Evo Mux,
Yeah,
it comes in so loud. Like I have my
does.
volume.
It does.
So if I turn it down, like my volume's at 10 right now and I can hear you guys loud. So when I do turn it down, it goes to 0 fast. That must have been what happened. Like I usually have my volume at like 45. But on this, for some reason, I have to turn it down to 10. So it's not, my ears aren't bleeding. You know what I mean?
I'm deaf, so I gotta have it high the whole time. My tinnitus, you know what I'm saying? My tinnitus. I'm gonna go help coach baseball again tonight.
Are you umpiring or are you coaching?
Coaching. Y'all, hey, think about coaching 10, 11, and 12-year-olds right now.
What's baseball?
Baseball.
I did it in basketball.
And half of them
right now, it's been
half of them have attitudes.
Oh, at this age, yeah.
I mean, I definitely dealt with that.
Now, here's the thing. Y'all know me, okay? Y'all know me. Dude, Eric just appeared out of nowhere like a ghost.
with
He's got a cheer wine.
With a cheer wine in his hand. It's funny.
He's like, boom, boom, drinking. It's like stop motion. But here's the problem. Here's the problem with me and coaching. My filter sometimes is like hard. Like it's you know.
Man, my coaching at that age strategy, I'm not gonna lie, it was very supportive and very like, my rule was I'm gonna try to show you what later down the road will help. How did I say it? Like, I want to show you all the fundamentals and the things that, so when you're asked to, hey, go, so I've taught it, when you're asked to set a screen, or you're asked, you know exactly what the coach is expecting from you when they ask you to do it. And then I would always be like, so then when I would teach them, hey, I taught you how to, so now why didn't you set that screen that I taught you? I know you know how, so let's do it. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm talking. When I say go set that screen, you know what I'm saying. You know, there's no question.
How about this, Jimmy? When you say go set that screen, they look at you and you're like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, then you come and join me on the bench. Come and sit down.
Yeah,
but you know that's also I mean recreation. There's a lot.
And then mom comes up with you after the game, and she gives you this big attitude because her boy didn't go in the game, and the grandmother came from Thailand to watch the little boy play, and now she's not making cookies for the next event next week because you didn't put her son in the game.
I mean, it's not a permanent sit on the bench, but it's sit on the bench for the next couple minutes till you.
I'm so glad my daughter doesn't like sports.
Oh, so we were in the batting cages. So in the batting cages, they can only have 2 boys at one time. So we have like 10 kids on the team. So that means 8 other kids are doing something. Well, I was the one they had pitching machines going, so the other coaches were already doing the pitching machines. So I was just like there, and I was like, well, hey, I'm gonna help, get them to working on some activities instead of just being a horseplay type time. It's like, no, everyone get their gloves. Let's do this. Half the boys are like, yeah, Chris, Coach Chris, we're not doing that. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Why are you here then? Why are you here?
Then when the
Are
main
your parents making you come here or what?
Yeah. And then so it got progressively worse. And all while I'm trying to keep a cheery demeanor. Okay? But Leroy, when the mask slips off, the mask isn't pretty. So I said, hey, everyone stop. Come gather around me. Let's play another game. Y'all don't gotta do anything, y'all just gotta listen. This game's called Uncomfortable Truths. Would y'all like to hear these? And they're like, what? And I just see Thatcher go.
He's like,
Because when he hears that tone in my voice, he knows.
yeah.
I said, okay, let's see what we did the last 5 games. Loss. That's 5 losses in a row. Raise your hand if you're proud of that. Oh, I don't see y'all raising y'all's hand. It got, and the other coaches were like, we're not going to say anything. We're going to stand there and watch. You know what I'm saying? And basically said, like, look, see this right here? Half of y'all playing on iPads over there. You know what I'm saying? While your parents are thinking that you're over here actually practicing, but you're sitting over there playing on iPads while we got other kids over here. I said, this is what's called, I said, if you practice sloppy, your play is sloppy. And we lose because how many sloppy plays? I said, y'all want to line up and I'll go down the road of who missed what? Because I can. Y'all want me to do it? I can call you all out by name and tell you every mistake y'all made in the last 5 games. And Thatcher was like, Dad, we can't, no. Don't do it to him. But it's just like, it's like that where it's like, I know I go too far sometimes, but it's just like, when you get that kind of I do not handle that kind of disrespect bad. So sometimes I set the kids up in front of their parents too. Now I set this one kid up just to get his head chopped off by his dad last night. Because they were practicing.
I only had a couple problem kids.
He wasn't playing. He's a good kid, but he was like,
oh,
I don't want to practice. I'm going to go watch iPads with other kids. Okay? So his dad was there helping throw balls. So he came over and was talking to another coach. And so I told the other coach, like, yeah, we got them going on right here. He goes, and so the kid's dad goes, oh, what do you have going on over there? I said, oh, it's a practice session. We're doing this and this and this. It's something good. He goes, why is my son sitting over there? Oh, hey, son, here you go. Throw you under the bus right here. Hey, he told me he didn't want to practice, that he doesn't need to practice. Oh, Dad goes, hey, come over here. Oh, I'm like, there you go. Is that wrong or is that, I don't know.
Baseball's just different. Like with basketball, what I had tools I could use. Like I had rotations and I had, you're not starting and you're not. I mean, there is definitely in baseball, but you're not gonna be in there at crunch time if you're given stuff like that. If parents were demanding that their kids played, well, then guess what? We got issues we're working on. Well, in the fourth quarter when we need to, we're trying to win or whatever, he's riding the bench, and when we start, he's riding the bench. And he's not getting as many minutes as the guys that. There were things like that I could do. Where baseball, depending on how many people you have on the bench and stuff, it becomes, you can make him a pinch hitter, I guess, or a pinch runner instead of starting or whatever.
Yeah.
Our Parks and Recs here was so small that it's crazy. Like when I coached my girls basketball, we only had 2 teams. So like you play the same team over and over and over and over and over and over all the time. But like I always tell them, like for me, it was different because I said, look, for you guys in Parks and Rec, and also with us at Parks and Rec, you have to pay, to be there. So it's like every kid's guaranteed to play half the game.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what the guarantee is with you paying. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I mean, for me, like the first year I coached Parks and Rec, it was crazy because I didn't know anybody, right? I didn't know any of the kids. I didn't know, like who was what. And so the way they do it is they have a skills day, and you come out and everybody, like you put them through, like the coaches put them through the reps. And so like there's one girl that's clearly better than everybody else out there, right? And I was like, okay. So then I'm looking around, like the other team got the first pick, like we drew the like flipped a coin or whatever, and they got the first pick. So of course they picked this girl. So I'm like, well, I said I'm just gonna get the biggest girl out there. At least I know I can get rebounds, and they can't shoot from very far out anyway. It's like 10 to 12 year olds, and so we get there, and I'm like, man, like we come to the first game, and I not seen this other girl that they picked second. They picked some girl from another place that weren't there at the skills day. Then you come to find out that girl's almost as good as the other girl.
Oh.
I'm like, dude. So our first game, we got whacked by like 30. I was like, I said that'll never happen again. I told my girls, I said, I tell you what, we're gonna learn to do. We're gonna learn to play defense. And I said, we ain't getting smacked like that. So all our games would be like 6-4. We still never won all year. It'd be like 6-4, 8-5. I mean, it would be like that all the time. Because those two girls, I said, look, man, what we're going to do, I had these two high energy girls that they weren't very good, but they weren't scared. And I said, what you're going to do is you're going to guard them up and down the court. One girl, poor girl, like she would guard her when she's on offense. I was like, you're on offense now. You don't have to guard her. She just follow her around. Those two girls are getting all super frustrated. But what I taught them all is fundamentals. Like I said, I want you to be able to dribble with your head up. I want you to be able to make a layup, jump off the right foot, like this kind of stuff. So we just do that kind of thing. I want you, like Jimmy is saying, I want you to know what this is, a screen, like fundamental, because what I reached the point with them is like really for me at Parks and Rec level, it doesn't matter. If your goal, I'd always ask them like, do you guys want to play like middle school? Do you want to play high school? Like, is that your thought? And if it is, then here's some things that'll set some ground for you some foundation for you to be able to play in those levels. But yeah, I coached all through high school, all that stuff too, football, basketball. Yeah, they try to get me to coach softball. That thing ain't got no clock. I said, we're not doing that. I said, no matter how bad you're getting beat, at least with basketball and football, that clock will eventually hit zero. You'll eventually be done with that game.
Yeah. It's not about the level of skill on my team.
Yeah.
It's the attitudes.
Attitude and hustle. Like I play kids with talent. Yeah, talent's like whatever. I say the talent difference ain't that great to make a difference.
Yeah.
And so like at that age, even through high school, I was like, look, I'll play this kid if they work hard in practice and hustle, even if they're a little less talented, I'm going to put them in the game. Like they're going to get playing time over
100%. Yeah.
kids that are like that. But yeah, we coached. I actually got to coach both my daughters in high school. My oldest is senior year. I coached them both in high school basketball, and that was tough because I told them before I took it. I only did it that one year because the lady was pregnant. That was the head coach, and she got me to do it. And I was like, I told him, I said, look, here's the deal. I was like, I'm gonna have to be tougher on you two than anybody here.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, we did there. The first day of practice, like we have 6 baskets in the gym, so we had like 12 girls, and I said, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put 2 on every goal, and we're gonna play 1-on-1 to 5. If you win, you go up a basket. If you lose, you go down a basket. And so that's what we did. We kept doing that. So I put my kids purposely against each other on basket number 6. I said, y'all got to get to 1, and if you get to 1. So yeah, in about 6 games, they were at 5, and like in 12 games, they're both at basket 1. And then they stayed there, basket 1, basket 2, because the only people that could beat either one of them was each other. I was like, yeah. I said, I did that on purpose so you guys would know that, like, I'm not playing them because they're my kid. I'm playing them because they're better than the rest of you guys. Like, and they're gonna work and they're gonna listen. So that was a fun year. It was tough on them though.
They're almost 12.
I agree, Eric, though, because so when I played Pop One, I sucked. I was horrible. I was skinny. I was horrible, and I always played in the games because whenever the coach asked me to do something, I did it. It didn't matter if I could do it or I couldn't do it. I always you could hear parents like, "Why is Leroy in? Why isn't my son?" Because Leroy comes to every practice. Because
Yeah,
when you tell Leroy at the end of the practice to go pick up all the cones, Leroy picks up all the cones.
right.
Yeah, I just don't know how much that, like, when we were growing up, and again, I don't know, that was the kids that got out there and listened and understood and, took instruction well. And as you work your way through the levels, that becomes more and more important.
Absolutely.
I imagine it still exists. So, like, that's, the whole, he's out there because if I say, hey, throw a block, if I say, hey, set up whatever sport it is, if I ask, hey,
Yeah,
bunt, whatever, and no question, no attitude, no nothing, they're out there doing it, and they're trying their
Well,
hardest to do.
if you're on any professional team and you're the you're the third person in line or the second person in line, it's not really because of your skill. It's because you also respect the organization and you do what they ask you to do.
Yep.
You're not coming in late. You're there all the time.
But
These-
I will say this too. Some of these parents are to blame as much as their kids.
oh
the
God!
worst, the worst. I always tell people to see with your eyes, not with your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said, if you just see with your heart, your kid's the best thing out there. But I was like, dude, you're not seeing what I see. I actually had to have hard conversations with parents in high school because I was like, look, this one parent, man, their daughter was like one of the worst kids on the team, like, and like couldn't run. Like, I mean, I could outrun her backwards, and I could probably outrun her right now today. I was like, that's bad. I'll just tell you, that's bad. But I was like, man, I mean, she just, and every time she got on the court, she just fouled the crap out of somebody, like just run into them for no reason. And I'm like, man, I'm sitting there. I said, I can't hardly put her in the game. Like, she's just not any good. And they're talking to me like, yeah, I feel like my daughter should be getting more playing time. I was like, look, man, I said, I'll just be blunt with you and honest about this. If your daughter went to a different school, a bigger school, she wouldn't be playing basketball. Like,
She would be on the team.
she wouldn't be on the team. I mean, that's just the reality of it. I was like, I mean, she'd be playing Parks and Rec somewhere, maybe, because you paid for it. But like, she's not a basketball player. Like, she don't have any skill set. Nor does she have a desire to get there. She's just there hanging out, trying to hit people. I mean, one of them things. But yeah, I had one parent that talked to me. I'd coached their little girl since Parks and Rec, middle school and high school. And I was like, she was a sophomore, and he's like, yeah, I think my daughter should be getting more playing time. I said, look, man, how much time have you spent with your daughter with basketball?
Oh,
Like, are you taking her any camps or anything?
oh.
He's like, no. He said, that's your job. You're the coach. I said, well, I am the coach, and I've coached your daughter since she was in the 6th grade, and she's still the same basketball player she was as she was in the 6th grade because she don't listen to the things I'm telling her. She don't do the things I'm asking her to do, and she's still that same one. So it's different. I was like, so that's why she don't get the playing time.
Walter, you're right about that. Like, you're right about that. But it's funny because it's some of the parents are like that old school parent, like, hey, if my kids do anything, you let me know.
Oh yeah.
And then we have some kids. Oh, maybe we have one where it's bad. Like, literally, I mean, and the parents enable the behavior, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like I don't want to call it out, but it's like, man, like during the game, the kid will go, I need to go to the bathroom. He will be gone.
Yeah.
Okay? He will be sitting in the stands with his parents eating snacks and drinking, drinks and eating snacks.
That's crazy.
And it's like, is anyone else seeing this? Is anyone else seeing this right now? And the kid was gone for 2 innings. He was gone for 2 innings. Okay?
I'm sure he's like, come back and say, put me in the game.
Dude, he comes back. They're like, all right, like we had already sent the players out on the field. He comes back. He goes, dude, I haven't played in 3 innings. Where have you been? I thought you left.
Yeah.
And she's like, parents, how do you? If you're that parent, how do you reason that?
Yeah, it's crazy. When the kids, so I first started coaching middle school. That was my first, and the only reason I even started doing that because I coached both my kids early, Parks and Rec, and then when Tori got to middle school, my oldest, in the 7th grade, she comes. I was like, "How's basketball practice going?" And she's like, "Dad," she's like, "We're doing Tybo." I was like, "What do you mean?" I said, "Are y'all doing anything with basketball?" She's like, "No, we're doing Tybo." Literally, like we did Tybo for an hour today. I was like, "What?" Yeah, I said, "What y'all do as far as basketball?" She said, we all got in a circle and we passed it to each other. Well, all the kids that have played for me, my Parks and Rec practice was almost like a middle school practice.
Yeah.
I was like, we're rolling. And so she like, she goes, so the second day she comes home and she's like, "Dad," I said, what'd y'all do today? We did Tybo again. And I was like, what in the world, dude? And she goes, because in middle school here, you only get 2 weeks of practice. You have your first game after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's like, so then she comes home the next day. She's like, "Dad, today our coach told us she's going to miss 2 games. She's not even going to be there. And they don't have an assistant coach." So she was asking us if we knew anybody that might want to help coach. And so she said, all the girls said you. She said, all the girls asked for you. They're like, get Tori's dad to do it, like, to come out and do it. So I went out there and helped them that year. And then the next year it's me. I was the head coach then. And so I told the girls, I said, after we didn't have to make cuts. Usually people cut themselves because I'd run the mess out of them.
Yeah.
For the first couple of days. And so then we didn't have to make cuts, but I said, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a minute. I had like note cards, right? I said, here's what I want you to ask yourself. I said, this is for informational purposes for me and for you. I said, just be real honest about this. Why are you here? Like, why are you playing basketball? And that's the first question. I said, the second question is like, what is your goals for basketball? Like, what do you want to do? Like here, like, and I said that could be I want to score a basket in a game, like, or I want to, whatever. I said it can be like I want to play in the WNBA, like whatever you think. Like, I mean, you put it down. So I go around, I collect all them cards, like all this kind of stuff. I said, great. I said, this gives me information. I said, here's what my plan is. I said, I'm going to teach you the game of basketball. That's my goal of being here. But also, like, I'm going to teach you about teamwork. I'm going to teach you about being accountable to one another, like all these kind of things that are going to go beyond basketball. And but I told them, I said, here's my rules. I sent home with their parents. All their parents had to sign the rules. So one of the rules was, if you miss practice, the next practice, you got 15 minutes of extra conditioning, right? I said, you're going to have 15 minutes. Extra conditioning. You got to be here before or stay after, one of the two. And I said, you can choose. And so I was like, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do 10 down and backs and some jumping jacks and this kind of stuff, right? And so, man, I have one girl. She gets ISS. So ISS, she had to stay after school. And so she missed practice. I got another girl, had an orthodontist appointment. Right? So they get back the next day. And I was like, hey, y'all weren't here early. So 15 minutes after, y'all need to stick around. We're going to go ahead and get this running in and do this. And they're both like, well, the girl that got ISS, she's like, fine. She starts running. The girl's like, "Oh, I gotta leave. My mom will be waiting on me." And I was like, "Well, she can wait this extra 15 minutes, like where you get this stuff in."
Uh-huh.
The next day, dude, I get called by the principal.
Yep.
She's like, "Hey, this little girl's mom called, and she was wondering about this, and she said she didn't think it was fair that her daughter had to run because she had an orthodontist appointment." I said, "Did you have a copy of my contract, right, that I wrote up with these girls?"
Right.
I was like, "Yeah, it's right there on it." And I said, "You know what? I'll call her." So I called her, this little girl's mom, and I said, "Okay." I said, "Did she share with you the beginning of the season, like what her goals is in basketball?" She's like, "Oh, I know what it is. She wants to play at Carolina." Okay. I said, "Yeah, that's a pretty aspiring goal." I said, "Let me ask you this." I said, "Do you think 15 minutes of extra conditioning, being you missed a whole practice, you think that's going to help you or hurt your chances of going to Carolina?" she's like, she's just like, I said, she missed a whole hour and a half of practice yesterday. 15 minutes don't even begin to make up for what she missed. And I said, if she truly wants to go to Carolina, you guys probably need to have her practicing an extra hour and a half every day, 15 minutes, because that's pretty inspiring. And after that, she was kind of like, "Oh, I see." And I was like, "Look," and I said, "If you read the contract, it says, it doesn't matter, like, what you miss for, you still
Yeah.
got to make up your
It
conditioning."
is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "That's not a punishment." Because she's like, "I don't think my daughter should be punished." I said, "It's not a punishment." I said, "It's conditioning." That's what it is. I was like, "You got to get conditioning in."
And just an extra 15 minutes for missing an entire practice, that's
Yeah,
not bad at all.
that's nothing. Yeah, that's nothing.
I would have told the parent, how about you coming in for conditioning too? Sounds like you need it. Ooh.
Man,
I don't know who's still here. We're almost going to do overtime, but I'll tell you guys right now, this has been a show.
See, that's Leroy, that's my problem. I'm vocal like that where I feel like I'm going to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
dude, yeah, it's one of them things. We
Right.
Yeah, we had some wild times with that. Honestly, most of that stuff, yeah, you'd flunk on my team. Nah, it's one of them things. I mean, because like there was other kids that had realistic. They're like, some kids were like, "Hey, I just want to be a part of the team."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's cool." I said, "You're aware of what you got going on. I mean, that's cool. Like, give your best effort, that kind of stuff." But those kids that would say, "Hey, I want to play high school." I said, "Well, look, here's what it's going to take to play high school. I mean, you could probably make the team high school, but you ain't going to play."
Yeah.
Because like I told them, I said, the way it works, Parks and Rec, everybody plays, right? Because you got to play
Mhm.
half. Middle school, not everybody plays all the time. My goal was and I told them some of my goals. I said, my goal is to have every one of you guys score in at least one game. I said that's important to me to see that happen.
Mhm.
And I said, and it's one of the things. I honestly, every year that I coached middle school, I had every kid scored at least one basket. I mean, sometimes we had to do some harder work than other times. Like, hey, we're up by 20, feed them the ball, feed them the ball, feed them the ball. That kind of stuff. But yeah, it's one of the things. So I mean, and I wanted every kid to be able to do a right hand and a left hand layup. Like,
Mm.
that was one of the things for me. I was like, if you can do that, I would love for you to be able to actually shoot a free throw using form, because middle school girls tend to do the chuck and duck.
Mm-hmm.
They do that over the heads soccer toss sometimes. But yeah, I wouldn't let them shoot threes either. I told them, if you can shoot 50% at the foul line, I'll let you shoot threes. So
But yeah, well, hopefully they'll ask me to not coach next year.
yeah,
Well, listen, we had another coach quit. I guess he got tired of the kids. Like, seriously. So I stepped in.
well, it's funny now because like my daughters, like, I mean, because obviously when they coach were there in high school and with me coaching, I'm like, man, They watched a lot of game film. They know how to study. Like, so now my youngest, I mean, she coached volleyball and basketball for high school, and like she loves it. And she's probably more. It's funny because she's pretty animated because her college coach was terrible, brutal. So now, like, she's gonna get in your tail, but she's gonna celebrate with you too, and that's the thing. Like, the whole compliment sandwich kind of thing going on. Like, you're doing this well, but you're kind of bad at this.
Right.
So, all right. Well, I gotta go help this guy load this trailer.
All right, Jimmy, you got anything coming up this week?
Not sure. I don't think so.
When's your podcast drop?
Every Monday. So it just dropped yesterday, and then it'll be next Monday as well. And then we're gonna do guests every 5 episodes. So we'll have a surprise first guest coming up on our 5th episode,
Awesome.
and then every 5 episodes we're gonna have guests on there. So that'd be cool.
Nice.
Yeah. That's about all I got going on. I gotta get back to Dib, but right now I took 3 weeks off. Ugh. I need to get back over there. I'll be back on there soon. I just don't know.
Yeah, we'll get back on.
I'm fixing to start cranking out an inventory out of my shed.
Leroy, I know you're going to be busy. Anything you want to promote, or you got reseller therapy tonight?
Yeah, at 1:30. And then I'll be up north. And only thing I promoted is what I said. That's it. I'm good. I'm gonna try, guys, to be here next Tuesday. As of right now, I don't know. You know, you get around family and whatever I need, whatever mom needs me to do.
We will see. Hey, if you can, great.
Yep.
If you can't, we understand.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
man.
Appreciate all you guys being here as always. Thank you for your support, and we will catch you guys next week.